David never imagined love could crumble so easily. Just a few years ago, he and Diana were inseparable. High school sweethearts who defied their families, eloped, and dreamed of building a life together. But life had other plans. The honeymoon phase gave way to mounting bills, job losses, and a crushing economic downturn that left them drowning in debt. After borrowing money from his father and exhausting every option, David's desperation grew unbearable. On a reckless trip to Las Vegas, they hoped fortune might turn their lives around. At first, luck smiled on them, but soon the tables turned and their winnings vanished. As they prepared to leave, the couple crossed paths with billionaire John Gage, whose offer shocked them to the core. He would give them $1 million if Diana spent one night with him. David was furious. Diana was livid. But in the silence that followed, they weighed their options. Diana, practical and fierce, argued that one night could save their home, their lives, their future. David resisted, crumbling under the weight of their hardship. In the end, out of love and fear of losing everything, he agreed. Reluctantly, painfully, the arrangement moved forward. Diana was whisked away to a yacht where John presented her with a challenge, a coin flip that would decide her fate. She watched helplessly as the coin landed in his favor. He smiled and kissed her. The night passed, and the next morning, she returned home, trying to meet David's eyes. For a brief moment, they embraced, holding each other like nothing had changed. But the illusion shattered quickly. Their home was gone, sold without their consent. David's insecurities festered. He combed through Diana's things and found a business card from John. His jealousy spiraled. Diana, determined to fix things, confronted John at a restaurant. In a dramatic outburst, she flipped his table over and accused him of stealing their home. Smirking, he offered to sell it back, but for $2 million. Furious, she stormed off, yelling she hated him and intended to leave. As she walked away, she heard him call after her, "I don't believe you. You'd love to hate me." Back home, she told David the truth. He demanded details, even how the night had gone. Under pressure, she admitted the intimacy had been passionate, but hollow, done for him, not for desire. But David couldn't believe her. In rage, he slammed the door and left her alone, sobbing. Days turned into weeks. Work became unbearable. One afternoon, she learned that an important client, a buyer of luxury homes, had arrived. It was John. Her boss ordered her to serve him or risk losing her job. She complied, but remained cold, detached. During a property tour, John invited her to see his mansion. He proposed she become his companion. She refused, declaring that people like them never get happy endings. Determined to reclaim control, she left the real estate world and began teaching foreign students. Ironically, John enrolled in her class, showering her with gifts and affection. Slowly, her heart wavered. Meanwhile, David spiraled downward. Alone in his new house, he found a toy hippopotamus from happier times and tore apart their pictures in grief. One evening, drunk and reckless, he stumbled into a restaurant where Diana and John were dining. He tried to start a fight. John, protective, whisked Diana inside and sent David home. The next morning, after sobering, David resolved to change. He began teaching at a college. But when a lawyer friend told him Diana wanted a divorce, with the condition that all assets remain his heart broke anew. Weeks later, fate brought them face to face at a charity auction. The first item, a hippopotamus, drew Diana's attention. Knowing her love for the animal, John bid $50,000, but at the last second, someone outbid him with $1 million, David. Silence hung heavy between them. As rain poured down, the crowd scattered except for Diana and David. Seizing the moment, David poured his heart out. He admitted his mistakes, confessed his terror that she needed someone else, and begged for forgiveness. But then, with quiet dignity, he signed the divorce papers and touched her cheek before walking away. From afar, John watched, then later drove Diana home. She confronted him. sensing he was lying about his feelings. He denied it, but she saw through the deception. Thanking him, she said goodbye, stepped out, and as a final gesture, he gave her a lucky coin, blank on one side. On the bus ride, she turned the coin over in her hand, realizing its trick. The bus dropped her at the pier where David once proposed. There, sitting quietly, was the man she loved. She smiled, repeated their words of love, and took his hand once more.